Okay, greetings. We are popping out chat here. Hold on. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a quiet night tonight. I think it's a random night, Tuesday, and we didn't catch you last night. My it was a tiny bit under the weather. And I thought today maybe it'd be fun over the holidays. Could we possibly get 7 games together? I don't know. Good question. I think I just hopefully might. All right. Anyway, could we manage to get 7 games together and sort of run a little bit of a tournament? Now we're not going to jam them all together too much. We got a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, we still have Skyrim to play. We still have Path of Exile a little bit. But welcome. This is game 1. We're going to do as many days as we possibly can. Hopefully 2 weeks. A little rough because I tend to do these a little slow at the start. Over explaining what's going on here early on. But let's get started. So this is Magic Realm. We have the Captain, the Dwarf, the Sorcerer, and the Witch King. This is a very interesting one. First off, the Sorcerer and the Witch King both have similar defense strategies, right? They're both they both could be melt into mist guys. I decided to go that route for both of them as opposed to the other possible route would be it's almost if both of them do it or neither of them do it, because otherwise you do have the issue where it becomes advantageous then for one of them to enchant everything purple to deny them to the other one. But we'll go over that anyway. So we have the captain first here. Captain is right. Oh, where are we at here? Oh, we're not in Magic. There we go. Magic Realm. Okay. So here we go. Here's the captain. Captain starts at the guardhouse. He has locate, care, locate, alter, and challenge. I actually like his cards the least right now, simply because he has 2 locates. I think challenge is the easiest one for him to actually succeed at. You'll see the challenges up here. I do think what I'm going to do for the captain, and I usually suggest against this, I am going to run check the ruin, check the mountain, get an idea of what's here, and see if there's any treasures here before running back and trying to hire the guard. And so I'm going to have like the first half of the game, the first week, I think, is the captain by himself. The second and subsequent weeks, I hope he's going to have the guard in tow to go kick a lot of butt. But maybe he draws a treasure and doesn't have to sell so much, and so on. The dwarf is here, of course. Of the characters, he's probably my least favorite of these. Since, again, I feel he's pretty darn specific. But having said that, nice board for the dwarf. It's a nice board for everybody, actually. Nice board for the dwarf. As you can see, he's right next to the borderland, so he's going to jump in there, jump down to the cavern, make his way to the caves. So he's going to hit all 3 of his big tiles super quick. Now he has Explore Caves and he has Spellmaster in the caves. So he has 3 victory points right here. And then he has Take Cover, which is going to allow him to run as fast as his short legs will possibly carry him to get there, because he can use Take Cover to dodge any monsters he feels uncomfortable fighting. That's what he's going to do. His goal is to hit up these 3 tiles, the borderland, the cavern, and the caves, fast as possible, then pop his 3 points in the caves, and so on. The Sorcerer, and I've been thinking about this. The Sorcerer has Mountain Pilgrim and Bridge Magic. Bridge Magic is going to be sort of almost a no-brainer for him a little bit. I think he does a big loop to get to the cliff and the ledges. Then the problem is he has to get to the mountain, and that's a little bit of a disaster for him. So I have a fan just sort of for background noise for me a little bit, clear out the noise of the house behind me. Hopefully it's not bothering anybody. But that's a long haul. Like Mountain Pilgrim is not a quick one to get. Now he has monster lore. That's a nice one because it allows you to pick a set of monsters you want to fight. Those are always good. Rescue and monster lore are good for that. I think he gets bridge magic early. And that might allow him to get to the mountain faster, but I'd have to look. The bridge charm, which allows him to then switch paths on a bridge. Now, the other option is to go and do what he did actually last game, late. He did it later, is hope that, say, the rogues piss him off and then kill them. And just kill them for the prowess and get the treasure and hope to not win with quests, but win with points in the categories. I don't like to start there as a rule, just because. But we'll see. We'll see what's what. Is there anything else that I would like to? Oh, the Witch King. So the Witch King, he has Locate the Vault. Locate the Vault is fine, but he has Trinkets. Again, that's not a great one, but since I figure since he's near the Deep Woods, not terrible. And he has Big Game. Big Game's a no-brainer for the Witch King. He can pick whatever he wants. Remember that the ghosts are a location, a dwelling for the Witch King. As for events, we have the old bones out in the crags. You can see them here. Now, the crags is a little remote for most of our characters. So I don't know that that's going to get touched right away. The Druid's Test and the Hunter's Lodge, though, are sitting right in the middle of everybody. The Hunt Lodge, first guy there who pays can get it, right? It's what, $4 or something to get to the lodge? Yeah, $4 to join. So literally the first character that gets there, probably the Witch King really can become part of the Hunter's Lodge. So that's a quick point. And then the Druid, of course, is the first to bring a potion. So that is our setup. And there's our board. And I think I like this board quite a bit. It's very weirdly compact. I do feel that, as I look at the boards, I do feel that a lot of these algorithms, and especially the one in Tabletop Simulator that the script uses, tends to put the woods on the outside, typically. So I don't know. Anyway, it's just a thought. Anyway, okay, we're good to go. Let's get this on the road here. With one short caveat. I do want to pull that up just so I can make sure that the stream is alive and well. There we go. Okay, so let's get started. So if you're here hanging out this Tuesday night, welcome. It's getting close to that Christmas week. Hey, what's up, TV? Firing up a fatty. Audio good. Thank you, TV. How are you? How are you this evening? So let's get started here. So let's start with the captain. And as I said, I think the captain's initial strategy is going to be He's going to try to get to the ruins, and he's going to try to pop the mountain, see what these chits say, see what's in there for him. But he will trade first. So first thing we're going to do is get a trade phase with our friends, the Guard. Oops. Doing well, waiting for that 2,600 from Santa. Oh, best Christmas present ever. I still have it upstairs. I could theoretically, and I actually bought an adapter to put that goofy box onto a regular TV. I still love that thing. Obviously, a lot of it, can't, quite hold a candle to modern day, whatever, games or whatnot, but still a wonderful machine for its time. Sort of defined a generation of games and gamers. So we're going to trade once, move twice, and then hide, obviously, and that'll be his fourth. He does get an extra phase at a dwelling, so he's going to start at a dwelling. So extra trade. There you go. So that's one. He is going to move into the ruins and hide. Done. And obviously it behooves him, just in case something untoward happens, he'll hide first. So 2 hides a trade, move into the ruins, and he is done. I think the Dwarf is going to do exactly what we said. He's going to run for it. So he's going to run for the cavern and the caves, ultimately, where his points are. Remember, the Dwarf can only do 2 moves unless these are extra phases. He gets extra phase in caves. So we're going to go 1, 2, extra. 1 extra phase 2, and then 3 to Borderlands 6. So he's going to go move, extra move, and move to BL 6. Not hiding because we have take cover. That's one of the things I like about the cards too. Because you have those extra cards that give you those free phases or whatever, it sort of opens up, moves, right? If you have take cover, you don't have to hide if you don't want to. Now, you could save that card for emergencies, which might be prudent, but in this case, he's going to use it to effectively rush his early objectives and try to save some time. On to the Sorcerer. I do think the Sorcerer is going to execute a quick trade. I I want to stay here for a day? And effectively, the reason being is you stay here for a day, hope the company shows up. So I would hide, and then probably trade. Just to see what's here. Maybe they insult you. If they insult you, remember, so the house rules with this quest variant, you cannot attack someone you are neutral with. You have to be unfriendly, you have to be enemies, or they have to have insulted or challenged you. That opens up then his ability to be belligerent with the rogues, which isn't necessarily a goal, but the rogues are definitely something the Sorcerer can kill over the course of several days. He would get a lot of prowess, and he would get a little bit of gold. We are playing, by the way, with bonus points. Darn it. And I don't actually have bonus points set up anywhere, unfortunately. A card for you to show. I have a card. It's right here. As dumb as that is. So this isn't going to be a sprint. It's going to be a 1-month game. High 2 scores go on. Low 2 scores are out of the tournament this winter season. Again, you get 2 points or 1 points for prowess, gold, great treasures, and spells. Same rules, but you can get a 3rd point, or an extra point, I should say, in those categories if you have 70 gold, including your initial 10, 60 prowess total, 3 great treasures, or 3 spells learned, you will earn an extra point. So that way we give characters a little bit of extra incentive to keep fighting, even though they might be ahead in something, or even behind. If they're, I have 59 points, but the leader has, 100. Well, maybe you want to get that extra prowess just to get that extra point. So, nonetheless, so the sorcerer is going to hide out there. The Witch King, I think the Witch King just goes straight for it, right? So I think he's going to go 1, 2, 3. I think he hides and goes move, move, and move. Oh, and I have to hold on. I do have to flip some chits for us. I did not actually give you. I didn't show you what we got here. So the Witch King has Melt into Mist. So he's going to become Mist, a Fiery Blast, Drain Life, of course, that's a staple for the Witch King, and Animate. Just in case he gets something interesting, he animates it. Now, I buffed Animate. You no longer have to energize Animate. Once you cast it, it ties up a chit. That monster is then a follower. Done. No, it's not like a permanent spell. I need to make a new name for those types of spells. Actually, it would probably be an instant at that point in time, technically in Magic Realm terms. The Sorcerer is going for Melt into Mist, Fiery Blast, and he picked Dissolve Spell. Largely that's so if I wanted to, I could operate in a purple, enchanted, and operate in purple. So we're going to hide and then go. We're going to go, actually, 1, 2, 3. We're not going to hide first. We're going to move, and move to the Lodge. And then we are going to hide. And that's it. And we're ready to go. So this is day 1. We didn't do one thing. I should... let's shuffle the colors. It's going to be black and white week 1. Gray week 2. Gold. And then purple week 4. So there you go. So actually, to be honest, that's very good for our 2 Melt into Misters, because it means that the game may very well just be over by the time their purple magic comes and they have to be melted. And I'm going to bring these down, and I always like to make these a tiny, tiny bit bigger since they might come out. And, I should look just to see, does anyone have something that's going to allow them to put one of those out? I don't think so. Locate the vault, trinkets, big game. No. Okay. All right, so let's get going here. Day 1. Let's roll the monster roll. Oh, I need 2 dice. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Copy, paste. There we go. And I do like to make these bigger. There we go. Okay. But we got this bad boy right here. Let's roll it. It's for the monster roll today. And the monster roll today. Hey, what's up, Scott? How are you, man? Good to see you. And it's bats. Bats the first day. So we're opening with bats. Probably sucks for the Witch King. How are you, Scott? All right, but let's see who goes when here. It's going to be the Sorcerer first. We're just going to play Sorcerer, Witch King. Doing better than you with bats. Sorcerer, Witch King, Captain, and Dwarf. Let's take a quick look here. So what's the Sorcerer? The Sorcerer is 2 hides, 2 trades. So we'll roll the 2 hides real quick before we... Of course, we fail, because that's sort of how we roll. Oh, we succeeded that time. And I saw that die. It was popping a 6. It was like, hey, I'm going to do a 6. It's like, no, stop it. So, okay, done. So he's hidden. And now we are going to check to see what the rogues have, just in case. I do... Ointment of Steel. So keep in mind, the one good thing to note is that is a potion. That does play into the Druid. The Druid does want potions. And then Magic Spectacles and Extra Search Phase. Really always good, frankly, for every character. So I think we're going to roll on that and see. But we're neutral. So what's the chance of this actually coming up roses? For no deal. I died an epic death with bats and dragons down as a soulless. Really? That's hilarious. Yeah, you don't usually think bats are that, quite as dangerous, right? They don't quite, but they can trap you in a clearing or in a spot. Even in Dragons Down, they have a little bit of that. Yeah, great. The specs are great for the extra search phase. Extra search phase is awesome, but he is done. He didn't get insulted, so he and the rogues are still on speaking terms. It's the Witch King. The Witch King's going to run down 1, 2, 3, and he burns a hide phase here to get to the Hunt Lodge. Oh, he's going to fail it. That's good. That stinks a little bit. And so we get Dank and the Pool. So no bats are going to show up. We do get the Pool. That's interesting. That is interesting. It does suck. If I play this, oh no, all good, man. All good. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. If I don't talk to you, obviously, I hopefully talk to you tonight. But I was gonna try to drop you a holiday greeting just in case I didn't catch you before then. So the captain is going to do a trade as well. So he's going to hide 2 times. He's going to trade. And he fails once. He succeeds. I've been playing a lot of Path of Exile 2. I do like Path of Exile 2 so far. So the captain is going to take a look. Gripping Dust and Poultice of Health. I mean, this is not... The Gripping Dust is not useful for the captain. He has a short sword. The short sword is pointless. But the Poultice of Health is vaguely useful. They're both useful in the sense that they're both potions. The druid would take either one. So I will roll on the Poultice of Health. Remember that we are friendly with the guard. We get a price times 3. I am not super sure that I want to pay $6 for that, because if I do pay $6 for it, remember, we have $10 to start. Hey, what's up? What's up, Rocco? How are you? Welcome. Good to see you again. And you are of course very welcome. We always love to pop out a game of Magic Realm. So I could spend 6. That would leave me with 4. Now, typically, you're going to need $24 to hire the guard. And he can sell everything, all the armor he has, for $21. So technically, he could buy the Poultice of Health. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy it for 6. We're going to do that. We're actually going to buy this for $6. And again, I don't love this per se. By the way, I always hate that guy, because ultimately I also don't like this one here, because I like to, move things around a little bit. Doing well. Good to hear it. So we're going to spend 6. He only starts with 4. And again, I don't know that that's a great move, but I want this for the druid, because the druid is pretty close, actually. And his reward is amazing. You could score 1 VP and get a type 2 spell. You have to convert 2 chits. Now, it's a little dicey. The captain might be able to squeeze 2 chits. And that gives you a spell. That's an instant 2 points here in this, right, so far, this early in the game. So I think we're going to get the potion, and we're going to buy it. And then he moves 1, 2 into here and pops these. We get Ruins and Cairn. Ooh, also good as far as treasures go. Now, Ruins is a little dangerous, but it's not dangerous if he has the guard. It becomes super trivial with the guard. The Cairn, well, I have to think about that. Obviously, the spider's always dangerous on this side. And he cannot run from the spider on, so I obviously don't want to meet the spider early on. Let's just say that. So the dwarf's going to go 1, 2, 3. Remember, the dwarf has a take cover card. We're going to get smoke. That's going to be dragons and the vaults, trolls. So it's nice. We've turned over 3 tiles and we've seen 3 treasure sites, which is sort of a fun distribution. Because a lot of these maps end up being no sites, no sites, no sites. Oh, Lost Castle, 4 sites. And you're like, God damn, everything's down here, right? Whereas this is super nice and spread out. This map, this is going to be, presumably, the Magic Realm heavens have shined down and given us a beautiful map to start our tournament with. I think that's the end of our day. So that's day 1. We're going to get ready for day 2 here. So I think we're going to do hide, move, move, move for the captain. So we're going to hide, we're going to move and move, move into the mountain. Hopefully not alerting anything. And then that gives us a nice view. And I think that what the view is telling us is what this view is telling us is, you know, you could grab the guard and drag him back out here, loot some stuff from the cairn. The only thing that sucks is you either have to loot stuff from the cairn ahead of time to get some cash to sell for the guard, or you have to go back, sell all your crap, and hire them, and so on. Man, that's just sort of how it goes. For the dwarf, we're going to go, let's see, what are we doing here? 1, 2, and 3 with his extra move. So the dwarf is going to move, move, and extra move. And again, we are going to use that take cover card to rush our objective, which is to get to the cave. But we do want to see what's in the cavern. Our sorcerer... So he's seen what's there. Oh, and end of the day, I'm sorry. So end of day 1, we are going to cast Meld into Mist. So we're going to use that chit. We're going to fatigue that chit. Done. We are now melted. Same thing with our big guy. We're going to cast here like this. And now the funny thing is, the Witch King doesn't have to do this early. He could wait because he has a 2, which is amazing. So he actually could play it a little sly and clever, but he's not going to. He's going to just go straight for melting if he needs to melt. Done. So they're there, and what are we going to do? We are going to. Our options, of course, are to run 2, 3, 4, but I don't want to. I'd rather not drag the ghosts because we'd drag the ghosts as the sorcerer if we did that. We're trying to get bridge magic, so we these 2 bridges are easy. They're trivial. And then the 3rd bridge would probably be here at the ledges. The other option is to go down here and start the other direction, knowing that you're going to have to hit these guys up anyway, because and you're going to have to hit this secret path anyway. And we could do that. You have Meld in the Mist, so you're not super worried about creatures popping. I don't know what's more efficient at this point. Take a quick look at the sorcerer here. He has an L3. The funny part is, with his L3, he actually can beat the ghost hand to hand, which is sort of funny. If they don't flip, he can actually kill them hand to hand. That knife is enough to do medium unarmored damage. And he has an L3, which is going to hit these guys automatically. So it's not like he couldn't fight them. In fact, maybe, just maybe, he uses mountain lore or monster lore. So maybe his move is 1, 2. So we're going to move and move into the valley. We're going to hide 2 times. And then maybe we lure. Right? End of the day, drag monsters from an adjacent hex into your hex. You can defeat them. You can get 1 VP. And that's an easy VP for him. Hopefully. And we don't, maybe I have to cast. Now, can he cast if he needs to? He can. And he can hit them if they don't flip. And the nice thing is if they do flip, they can only do a wound to him because they're light and he's medium. All right, we'll go for that. Now he can't go fast. He's not a fast guy. He can only sustain that fight for a very, very brief period of time. It could all go hideously wrong. But nonetheless. So we got the Witch King. The Witch King's going to trade with the Lodge. And that should score him the Lodge, because then he will belong to the Lodge. So he might score the Hunting Lodge. I don't love him looting the pool, but having said that, and we know where the vault is. He has to locate the vault, and we actually have seen the vault already. Now, getting there is not super trivial, because he's on sort of a different. He's on the different path. The Deep Woods is not as close to the inn as you think it is. You have to go through here. Having said that, you always have Melt in the Mist now, so that's always an option. So I think maybe with him, he goes in with impunity. Maybe he goes and he does it. So he trades with the Lodge. He moves to the pool. And then he does 2 searches. Done. And that's it. And we are done with that. Took us a while to write that move. It's day 2, ready to execute. Let's execute it. It's more bats. And that's good for our heroes because I don't think we popped any bats this time. So the Sorcerer is first. The Sorcerer is going to go 1, 2. He's going to hide 2 times. And he does hide. He's going to pop that. We are going to put a little Sorcerer marker, a little mini Sork here to show that he indeed has acquired that bridge. And at the end of the day, I think he's going to lure those guys. We'll see. But that's his turn. The Dwarf goes 1, 2, 3. Stink and Slither 3. So this is, one of the first useless hexes we've found. Slither, Snakes, and Dragons. Stink is Trolls. There we go. Nothing there. We're moving up into the mountains as the captain, and we're looking for a big hide here. This feels dangerous to me all of a sudden. And he fails the hide, of course, because we got to be, and we get Stink for Spiders and the Lost Castle. Oh God, I don't think I wanted to see this. I don't think this is what I wanted to see. Statue, Imps, Patter 5. Spiders. A lot of spiders here. Shrine in 4. Howl in 5. Oh, that's going to bring the bat. And Roar in 6. So we do have 1 bat to face. So there you go. There's our first battle. Not advantageous, but we'll live. So we're going to trade with the Lodge. So we're going to score the Lodge. and he's going to have $10, but he's going to spend 4 to become a member of the lodge. Now let's take a quick look. I don't think you get a bunch of pay $4, you get a VP, he can join. Each week, the lodge puts out a mini bounty on one row in the appearance chart. Done. Let's roll the mini bounty. 6 bats. There you go. So the lodge is paying for bats. Just so we know. So he does his trade, he does his move, and now he's going to search twice, and he has to use Magic Sight. That's the annoying part. But a 5 is actually the roll we're looking for. Nope, that's 6. Come on, we got this. 5. It's a 1. We'll take choice. We will take discover chits. So we have indeed found the pool. Done and done. And I think that's it for all of our characters. Sorcerer is going to pop Lure. He lures the ghost to his spot. Let's do his fight first. Remember, he is hidden. We have nothing going to attack us this time. This fight L3, oops, let's move this like that. This fight L3 will indeed do L star damage, which is going to be enough to kill one of these ghosts. I think we just go with that. Hoping to get that. Hoping to get lucky. Thing lines up, so it doesn't really matter what he does this time. And he doesn't flip. And so we're going to do L star damage and kill that ghost. That's 1. Now this guy is on our sheet and attacking. So we're going to have to play some chits there. And I don't think we actually play that, because if he flips, he's going to hit us anyway. If he doesn't flip, we're going to hit him and kill him. So it's an auto hit either way. Either them hitting us or us hitting them. So let's roll this. So this is round 2. We get a 6. So he's going to flip all the way down to the bottom. Now we're looking for him to not change tactics. He does not. Our attack goes first. We're going to do L star damage. And we do kill him. Without expending anything, the sorcerer whips out his magic dagger there. Kills these 2 guys. That's going to be 6 prowess. So first thing is we're going to score, let's do ghosts. 2 ghosts. For 6 prowess. And we score monster lore. So we're going to get a fame point and 6 prowess. So let's actually mark that down. So he's going to have 6. Oh, indeed. Let's, we do have to change our scoreboards here a tiny bit. The Witch King scored a point. Oh, that's prowess, not prowess. He had no prowess. We'll fix that in a minute. Okay. We have prowess on the sword. We do. So, he scores lore, so that's going to be 1 for the sorcerer, 1 for the Witch King too, because he scored the Hunt Lodge. Done and done. Currently, we're in the lead for prowess, and that means that our current scores here are 3-1 to 0-0. I will also turn the card in, since one of the bonuses to completing a quest is getting the new card. So we have Spider Slayer. So actually pretty useful, because there's a lot of spiders around that we could, lot of places that could pop spiders. You got Dank. You got over here. It's not great, but you have over there. But we do have the captain fighting a bat. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. Okay, so the bat will damage a piece of armor every round. We don't really have much use to playing anything. So we want to do M star damage. So that's this. This will do M. We have a star on the short sword. That'll do M star. We might as well. If he flips, he doesn't necessarily hit us. Do we want to expend that energy early? I don't know, because this could get into a fatigue war also, which I don't really want to get into. I'll tell you what, we'll play any old move. Hopefully hit him first, because remember, weapon length is key round one. So we have a 1/3 chance of hitting him and killing him with nothing happening. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a... Oh, it was a 4. I was like, that's going to be a 4. And it was. I am magical today. Okay, so he stays put. We do at weapon length 3 over 0. We're going to hit him first. We're going to do heavy damage, which is M star. And we're going to kill the giant bat. So that's going to be bam. So we got bat for 3. That's 3 prowess. And so the captain scores 3 prowess. That gives him a point because he is now in second place in prowess. So he gets on the board day 2. And that's it for our day 2. So let's check out our characters. So, okay. I mean, I believe we should probably hire the guard now. What are our locate the cairn? So we do want to find the cairn. We this isn't the altar, this is the shrine. We do have the challenge. So with these 3 guys, let's take a quick look at the cairn. He can't hurt them on this side. He can hurt them on this side. But it then becomes a sort of an us versus them thing. Yeah, because we can play on this side. Our attack will always be longer, and we won't be auto hit. So I think we gather the guard, and we're going to go get the cairn, and that's going to cost us some big cash. So we'll make do. So I think we go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna move back to the guard, and then with our extra phase, we're gonna do an extra higher phase. Done. I think our dwarf continues the plan. 1, 2, 3 to cavern 5. Extra move, and he's gonna go to cavern 5. The sorcerer, I think he goes 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he goes all the way to the Cursed Valley. Move to the Cursed Valley. And I think we are going to go search, and hope to gather a treasure out of the pool. And that's it. And we're ready for day 3 now. What's the monster roll for day 3, guys? It is 3. So ogres, wolves, goblins, octopi. Sorcerer is first. And we just have an easy move. We just move to there. Done. So we do get another bridge. Copy, paste. And done. The dwarf goes 1, 2, 3. That's also a pretty easy move. Nothing appears. The captain goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And now he's going to execute a higher phase. Well, oh, right. Yeah, well, you know what? We're going to execute it anyway. You never know. We roll a single die. We should have traded, actually, to sell our crap. In fact, we will give him the benefit of that doubt. Since he doesn't own anything. We'll give him execute a trade phase. He's going to sell everything. Hey, what's up, Raven? So 16, 21 bucks. And he sells it all to the guard. So that's going to give him plus 21. Now he has 25 bucks. I vote for the dwarf. I think the dwarf has a good shot. The patrol is going to appear because we're at the guardhouse and we rolled a 3. Done. I'm doing good, Raven. How are you doing? I'm doing well, actually. I'm getting excited for the holiday week coming up. Actually, I know there's a get-together with some old coworkers and some current coworkers tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. Though Lord knows I do not need the alcohol. I don't, but... And the Witch King's going to go, and the Witch King is going to search at the pool. You were disappointed in Poe 2. I like Poe 2, and I did not love Poe 1 at all. Path of Exile 1 bounced off. I didn't love Path of Exile 1. I felt like it became very rote and trivial for a lot of things, and then or it absolutely was just you either had the right build or you died kind of thing. And I get it. That's sort of what Path of Exile was for sure. And that's fine. And a lot of people like that. This one feels more like a cross between. This one feels a lot more like a cross between a Diablo clone or a Titan Quest and like an Elden Ring. I can use some dodge action for bosses and stuff, and it actually feels good to beat a boss. So I appreciate that. We're looking for a 3. Now, this is the problem with Magic Sight. He needs a 3. Now, if he gets a 3, he pulls the top treasure. So he's going to roll 4 times, and he gets a 4 perceived spells, which there are none. 1, 2. Come on, give me a 3, baby. There it is, 3. Sniff out treasure. So he gets the top treasure of the pool, and he has to fatigue each draw. So we will fatigue each draw. And he gets the glimmering ring. And he gets 1 more roll. Another 3. We got this coming. No, that's not going to do it, is it? That's a 6. And nothing. But the octopus does show up because we do have on the Miller. Yeah, I did not die on the Miller. The only time I died on the Miller was when I was playing Monk, and I had to get used to melee. But I'm pretty good at, reasonably good at that. In most bosses, once I get the mechanics, I can sort of manage. Now, this sucks a little bit because it sucks a tiny bit because we can't be hit by him at all. He will kill us, so we're going to have to get out of dodge right away with our single treasure, which is the glimmering ring. But we'll worry about that in a minute here. Does anybody else have a monster? I don't think anybody else does have a monster at this point. So that's it. And we are indeed going to meld into mist. And that does put us in a little bit of a shit situation because we are now we could kill it with an alerted spell. So we could reclaim this site. But for now, we're gonna melt. And I don't think it matters where we go right now. I'm sorry you didn't like it. I actually do enjoy it quite a bit. You know, my sorcerer is super fun. You know, so super fun to play. The witch I thought was okay. And I do have some ideas on making her better. Those are the two I've really played. I played warrior a tiny bit, and I played mercenary a tiny bit. And monk a super tiny bit. But the sorceress is my favorite right now. And the witch, you know, may certainly get there, I think. You know, so yeah, I mean, you know, I think it's a different game, different type of game. It's not the same as Poe One, and in fact, a lot of the griping about it has come from Path of Exile 1 players not liking how different it is. Whereas I'm like, yeah, I didn't play Path of Exile 1, so I was perfectly happy with a different game. Whether that's a good strategy for them, we shall certainly see. All right, so the captain, extra hire. 3 hires? Is 3 hires going to be enough? Remember, he has to sort of end the day there if he's going to hire them, sort of. And the captain, I think, is friendly with the patrol. Yeah. So not an issue there. So he might as well just hire all day, right? And hope for the best. So we're going to go for it. We're going to do our hires. And we're just going to hope that day 4 gets us these guys. You'll add 14 days to that. So at the end of day 18 would be his gig there. So the dwarf continue the plan. So extra move 1, 2, and he gets to the spellmaster. He does not have to do anything. So extra move to the caves, perform a quest phase. Now he's gonna have to pay gold, which really sucks, by the way. But that should score him spellmaster. Now, what's he gonna do with a chit? Don't know. But it's a point. He at least then has the option to learn a spell. And we'll see what's in there. And again, using take cover if things go awry. Sorcerer. I think we go 1, 2, 3 into the cliff. So move, and then we will hide into the cliff. See what's in the cliff. And we're trying to pop these 2 tiles for Mountain Pilgrim. And you're going to get the last bridge here also. So that's the 2 reasons. And finally, the Witch King. Well, I think the Witch King has to move out, which he's going to. So he's going to move back to the lodge. I think he's going to alert. Do we hide? Oh, I'm gonna mark big game. That's easy. I'm gonna mark big game as tremendous. So that's an easy one. So now that we see a tremendous monster. Well, again, Raven, I do apologize. I don't apologize. I don't have anything to do with it, but I am sorry to hear that you do not like Path of Exile. I think, as I said, I like the vibe it has given me, and I like the combat, and I've sunk quite a few hours into that game this past week, so we're going to move out. We're going to alert to get a ×0 black magic to cast Drain. So that will give us the ability to kill our guy. And do we hide and go back in just in case? Yeah, I think we can hide and go back in, but then we're gonna have to rest. We're gonna have to, once we do that, we're gonna have to rest up for certain. Although killing a tremendous will rest us 4, so we'll get these 2 purples back, even as we use these 2 type 5s. So okay, there's our day 4 written. Sorry, a lot of talking, a lot of chat. Bone Unions me one more time on the board. I do agree that the minions are very short-lived, and I don't love that. But you can spawn so many creatures if you putz it a little bit right, I think. So I am gonna, I'm gonna explore the witch. My witch is only 19. So we got serpents and demons, and the dwarf is first. Oh, and 2, 3, and 4. So the dwarf goes 1, 2, and he's going to quest, and he's going to score his points. So he's going to get Spellmaster, going to give him his first card, and that's going to put him on the board. Just like that. He also does get a chip, and he gets whatever, time 4. What does he want? It's a great question. Is there anything that he knows near him? The shrine is near him and the statue. So I tell you what he's going to do. He's going to go for type 7. So he's going to get a type 7. Who the hell has a type 7 4 chit? I have no freaking clue. Let me think about this. Who would have a type 7 4? Maybe the elf, except everything the elf does is somehow super fast. There it is. Type 7 4. Done. Okay, perfect. So we do get a type 7 4. We have scored Spellmaster. We get Woodwork. Not great, but Woodward. Woodwork. Done. So that is his day. He gets Bones and the Lost City. Ugh. Okay. Lost City's in 3, by the way. In case it ever matters. Horde in 6. That could be amazing. Patter 2. Flutter 1. The Lair in 3. All the dragons. This is literally Dragon Central. We are going to get demons. So the altar's going to pop this guy. So this chip can go away. We've got a lot of treasure here. I think this could be a dwarven dream if we can survive. That's all we got. We just have to live. We just have to not get Power of the Pitted. That'd be great. So we are done. And it is the Witch King's turn. Witch King moves out. He's going to alert a chip. It's going to be this one. Like that. Oops. Yep, fine. Hey, what's up, Wesley Williams? How are you? Good to see you. So we have alerted that ship. That means it's a time 0. So the fastest thing on the board now is that chip. We're going to hide. And this is mostly a precaution. He does hide. And then he moves back into the deadly octopus. So we're in there. We're hidden. Nothing else appears because only serpents and demons. So we're looking for triangles. Those aren't there. Done. Ready to kill that guy. The captain is going to hire. He has $25. He needs a 3, 2, or 1. He only rolls a single die when he hires because of his reputation for victory. So opportunity. He could roll again on the ally table, which could be super cheap on a 2 or 1. Sure, we have 5 of these. So the first one being a 1, let's do it. No, 5. Price times 4, so that sucked. Okay, done. He gets a 1 again. Yeah, sure, this is his second one, by the way. He has a lot of these queued up. So, come on, give me a 2 or a 1. 1. He could treat it as price times 1 or take the boon, but they would become 1 level less friendly until you repay the boon, which means you pay them the money you owe them. So the money he would owe them would be $12. So I'm going to take the boon, hire them for 0, which is amazing, by the way. We're going to hire them for 0. Oh, and I do need to sort of mark that I am 21 gold in the hole. So we're going to write that up here. So the first thing is the guard are neutral now, which is not great for us. We don't want them to be neutral. And we are also, at the end of the game, we are 21 gold from lost gear. So at the end of the game, when his gold total appears, we're going to subtract 21 to see what his actual gold total is. In the meantime, it is 25. Which sucks a little bit because technically it puts him in the lead. But he's not in the lead. He's going to lose that. Like, that's not okay. But it is what it is. I suppose for now. So that I'm not confusing myself doing the mental math every time. What we're going to have to do is remember this mental math right here and hopefully look at that. So these guys join up. They're a little bit pissed because they made an offer and they didn't really think he would take it, I think. They're like, well, we could just come for free. And he's like, done. And they're like, God damn it, why did you say that, Hank? We didn't want to go for free. Now, the reason we take that boon, I mean, we could take price times 1 and just suck it up, but the reason I think we take the boon is just to have a little bit more, I'm going to call it flexibility. We can pay the boon back at any time. And I will actually, let me do that. Let me put that it's 12 gold. He owes them 12 gold. I owe you $12. So he's going to get them for free up until 18th, guard HQ. So I think we're in a good way. That was a nice day for the captain there. And now it's sorcerer time, and the sorcerer goes up here, and I think he hides. Yeah, he hides up in the cliff. Looking to roll anything but a 6. And we do not roll a 6. So we flip this, then flip these. We got Bones and Slither 6. I think that's going to draw Serpents. Yep, Slither draws 2 Serpents, which is a little bit annoying. Because they're sort of in the way. That sucks. But, all right, so be it. All right. That's our day. We're seeing the board like open up quite a bit. We got a lot of chits turned over. We're starting to see monsters pop. So we should mark that the dwarf has seen Cave 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, X, and 6. So remember, when he gets all of these, he can complete Explore Caves. So that's cool. We're going to do a combat here. It's going to be pretty trivial, though. So we are going to, remember, this is a times 0. We're going to burn some black magic. And doesn't really matter where this guy ends up. He is a tremendous, so we're going to hit him. Drain life is an insta-kill, which is really OP, but there's, you know, it's and we get to rest these chits back, the ones he did not use to cast the spell. Do we want to cast Anime? Because we could right now. I don't think it's worth it. No, I think we let this guy die. So we are going to score 6 prowess. No, 8. 8 prowess, I'm sorry. So we're going to score 8 prowess. The Witch King should be a prowess master. Big gain. He has killed something, but he has to return to a dwelling to score it. So that's a little bit annoying. And because of the prowess here, he is going to take over the lead, marking down some other guys here. So the captain drops to 2 points, the sorcerer to 2 points, the Witch King goes to 3. So, and we will mark that he killed an octopus for 8. And I think that's the end of our day. Now, I think the Witch King needs to rest. I do think that is an issue. He can go to the Hunt Lodge as a dwelling, and he can turn in big game. So he can get a victory point. So he's going to take an early lead here tomorrow. I mean, he already has a little bit of one, but I mean, sort of a for real one here. So let's write the day. So let's consider what the captain is going to do first. I think the captain I think he hides and moves. I think it's hide, move to 1. Hide. Well, he has an extra. Ooh, he has an extra move. So extra hide, move to the ruin. Then he's going to search to find that secret path. His buddies are going to move, search to find the secret path. So the guard moves separately, remember that. And because it's only goblins that can show, or the spider, I think they've got that covered. So we're going to get here. We're going to try to search for this path. Hope to find it to get to the cairn. The dwarf does not want to go to Ruins W. He doesn't really want woodwork. He's going to ignore that for the time being. He's got a lot of stuff to do here. The dwarf is going to extra hide. Move to the lair, I think. Search once. Our guy here, yikes, I don't love it. So I think we're going to melt into mist today, and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Meld into Mist allows us to use this path without finding it, and it allows these guys, we can pass straight through these dudes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to end up in cliff 5. So we are going to melt, and then move, and move to 5. Oh, we had to fatigue when we drew out of the pool, so we're going to fatigue here. So we truly do need a little bit of rest action. I am going to rest 2 times. Extra spell X, spell and spell. Because we get an extra enchant phase. That's what the SP is. Its first spell. It's not real. You don't really cast spells. But we're going to rest up, get these 2 chits back. We're going to convert chits, and we're going to be ready to maybe grab some more stuff out of the pool. Maybe kill other things that show up there. We do need to get our big game turned in here too. So we will, but we're gonna not do that as of yet. I think that's it for us. So we have day 5 written. Let's see what's going to appear. 6 bats. Back to bats. A lot of bats. Captain is first. Oh, and by the way, this guy needs to get his own. We're going to put these all back in because we need to redraw because he needs to be in there. They get to move by themselves as well. Captain is still first, then his buddy, so that's cool. So the captain goes up here and hides. So he does 2 hide phases before he gets there. That's 1. That's 2, so he is hidden. He has 1 search. He's looking for a 1, 2, or a 3. Doesn't get it. His guys go. They go 1, 2. They're not hidden. They're going to search. They're looking for 1s, 2s, or 3s. They do find the ruins, and they will tell our captain here as well. So we get ruins 1, 5 found. That's our day. Are any bats going to appear? No. Goblins would have, but no bats. Done. These 2 guys are done. We're going to hide. The dwarf rolls 1 die in the cavern, so we're going to hide. We do. We move to the lair. We did. We're going to search once. 1 or 4 finds the lair. He gets a 3. That will find this, actually. So he does find 3, 2. For what it's worth. 3, 2 caves. But does not find the lair. Does anything appear? Do bats appear down here? Flutter 1. Yes, they do. That's not good because he does not want to see bats. Bats are not his vibe. Done. Witch King. We're resting. So we're going to bring these 2 chits back. 1, 2. The spell phase is to bring these 2 back. Done and done. And that's it for his day. And no bats appear there. And then finally the sorcerer is going to melt into mist. So he has to burn a purple. Boom, he does. Burn it. And he goes 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bats do appear, unfortunately, on him, but he's still melted. So thankfully, he's not going to have to fight them. I don't love where this ends up going here, but we'll have to work that. So are there any battles? I don't think there are. I don't think we have any fights. Nope, no fights today. Remember, the sorcerer melted, so he just goes 1, 2, 3. He cannot be blocked. He cannot be battled by those giant bats because he is a cloud of mist. He's just trying to get this bridge. folks. That's all he's trying to do. He's like, just please give me the bridge, and I'll be done. And then he could, if he wanted to, he could either flip that tile and turn it to gold to sort of hook back. Probably will do that. Or remember, he will have a bridge charm for completing the bridge magic thing here. And so he will be able to actually pop, if he wanted to there. But every time he uses it, he has to roll, and if he rolls a 6, it goes away. So there's a 30% chance every time that it would go away. So keep that in mind. Like, you know, it is a limited resource. All right. So again, I think we're going to travel separately. We're going to hide. We're going to move to the cairn. We're going to search and search. Our guys here will move to the cairn and search, search, search. We're going to be hidden because I don't want to have to face anything if it happens to show up. I'll let my guard handle it. Done. The dwarf here is going to... there's quickly becoming a very high probability that we're going to get jumped by crap here. That's the one bad thing, is we are making our getting all of these clearings. We're making this harder for ourselves. I do not like those. I do not. That last one is really bad. That last clearing with the 2 bats and the frickin' demon, that is a death clearing for the dwarf. The dwarf can't kill the bats easily. He's got to like flail around. The demon's going to hit him instantly with the power of the pit, which could just spell disaster instantly. Now he wins if he survives the power of the pit. I think he actually wins that fight, I believe. Yeah, I believe he wins that fight if he doesn't die round 1. But round 1's going to be a disaster. He has take cover. But installed a bunch of Mihail creature mods, got yeeted into the Sea of Ghosts by a sea giant. Huh. That's a funny. That's a that's pretty funny, man. I'm sorry I didn't respond to that earlier. I apologize. I didn't see that earlier. Okay, so I think we're going to hide and go 1, 2 and try to get to here. So hide and then move to 4. So we are going to extra hide and then move to 4. Use take cover for an emergency. And then the sorcerer is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. The ogres are bad. They knock me for a loop if not careful. I assume you're talking about Skyrim. 1, 2, 3, 4 into the ledges. 1, 1, 1, 1 into the ledges. We should score bridge magic. Done. And then finally, we are now prepared with our purple magic. We are going to... I'm going to search search and search, hoping to get some treasures out of this pool here. And then we're going to move to the lodge to turn in big game. So we should have a little bit of scoring today. This is day 6. Day 7 is going to suck for the dwarf, I think. Day 6 might suck for the dwarf at this rate. We get bats again. Oh, that's going to suck. That is going to suck for the dwarf. Okay. Let's see who goes when. It's the Witch King first, Dwarf second, Captain and his buddy, and then the Sorcerer. So the Witch King is going to search 3 times on the ceiling, if you want me. No. That was Tony, Orlando, and Dawn, if I recall. So we're looking for a 3 to sniff out treasures. Nope, that's 1. 2, just blew it. And then 3. Come on, give me a nope, nothing. Now he's going to move here. He's going to turn in big game. Unfortunately, it gives him 1 VP and a piece of armor, which he can't carry. So we're just going to live with that. Although he doesn't necessarily have to carry it, because I think he can... Can he sell to the lodge? Yes, I think so. This is fixed dice. Who I vote for loses. Well, we'll see. We'll see in a minute. So let him roll. He's going to take a medium. He can't carry any of it. He gets a helmet. So he gets a medium helmet out of the deal. So he will take that, but he cannot carry this. It has to stay with him in that clearing. He does get 1 VP, so we're going to mark big game. That gives him his 2nd card point, which actually gives him a 4-2 lead. And he gets another card. Ghost Hunter. Ghosts are pretty easy for our king here, but yeah. So we'll mark Ghost Hunter. Done and done. So I think he is done. So that is his day. And now it is the dwarf, and the dwarf is going to hide, and we're really hoping for a hide, and he does hide, and he goes here, and these bats are going to follow him there. Now, there's good and bad with that. The good is they're no longer in the altar. The bad is they are still roaming around here. The other good is he didn't draw any more of them. Bonus. Done. So we're going to stick with that. And he's got 2 and 4. So he has 2 and 4 done, and 3. So all he needs is 1 and 6, and he has completed Explore the Cave. And we can all know that 1 is super dangerous. So, Captain next. The Captain is going to walk to here. I think he hides, right? He does hide once. Searches twice. Captain is hidden. Captain searches 2 times. He's looking for a 1 or a 4. He gets a 3. It's not good enough. And a 5. So he fails. His guys move. They move 1. They're going to search 3 times, looking for a 1 or a 4, of course. That's a fail. 1 fail. 2 success. So he actually gets it. He is going to tell the captain where the cairn is. And then he's going to draw a treasure from the cairn. So he's going to roll. His guys are going to loot. 5. We're going to get the 5th card. Gets a vial of healing. A little bit pointless, but whatever. Done. It's fine. He gets a treasure. That's the end of his day. And now it's the sorcerer who goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the sorcerer can't walk out of there because it would cost him 2 moves. So he has to melt into mist again. Oh, that sucks. Cannot be blocked. So he will do that to make his move. He gets Ruins and Roar. So nothing here, But no bats appear because there are no more bats left on the board. We have unbatted the board. He will also score his bridge magic card. So let's get that done and on his sheet. So he scores bridge magic. That's my fault. I actually forgot that he was stuck with the bats. So he is in second place with 3. He is going to, we'll copy paste that card. He is going to shrink this card down and use it as his token to show that he has an item, and that item allows him to switch on bridges, but he has to roll a 6. If he rolls a 6, it goes away. He gets Diplomat Goblins, so if he needs goblins, he can disperse that pile. And that's good. That's good for him, actually. That's a good one. And I think we are done on day 6. Do we have a fight? I think we do have a fight. The dwarf is going to do... So the dwarf's going... is because he's hidden. He's going to do the cheesy thing. And that is, he is going to wait until round 2. So he's going to do an attack. I mean, it doesn't really matter how he plays his weapon. So he waits on round 1. He's going to, on round 2, he's going to, if he misses this guy, if he hits him, he kills him. If he misses him, then the combat ends. Because at the end of 2 rounds, if nothing happens, combat ends. Stalemates. So a 1 or a 4 he hits. Now he has to fight the second bat, which is going to suck a little bit. He gets a 2. So he misses. The bat goes down there. The combat ends. It's a way to get sort of an easy kill with very low risk if you're not super comfortable about the fight, which he is not super comfortable about that fight. I don't think anybody else has a fight. I think we are good. We can erase these chits for the sorcerer because the sorcerer has scored his thing, his quest. And I think that's it. Unfortunately, this is going to be day 7. So a couple things are going to happen. We're going to have black and white magic in every clearing. We're going to roll 2 dice for monsters. And remember, the monsters we roll regenerate and come off the board, and then they might come back on the board based on what's going on the dice rolls and where the characters are. So this is going to be a day to be very careful, since it is highly likely we draw monsters. And we could draw multiples. We're going to hide. We're going to hide twice, search twice. Our guys are going to search, search, search. We're going to hide once and then search 3 times. Done. Oh, we did locate the cairn, by the way. So that actually scored. So hold on. So we actually did get... So he gets a point. So that's sort of cool. So that brings him to 3 points provisionally. But remember, he's going to lose. He's going to lose out here. And he draws Thief. That is not great for the captain, because the captain generally likes everyone that can appear on the board. Not super fun for him. All right, so that's what he's going to do, though. He's still going to try to draw treasures out of the cairn. The dwarf is going to move to 6. So extra move to 6. He is going to hide, and then he's going to move into 1, hoping, beyond all hope, that he can get there. That's going to give him Explore the Caves. Explore the Caves gives him 2 BP and a lantern, which will give him an extra move in caves, which is going to give him 4 moves in the caves. He is going to be sort of godly inside the cave. So we're hoping that if he pulls this off, that's going to be big. So where's the sorcerer trying to get to? Sorcerer would not mind catching the spider, since he has Spider Slayer. And of course, he also wants Mountain Pilgrim, which means he has. The sorcerer, we're going to put little sorcerers here and here, because he's hit both of these for his Mountain Pilgrim card. Oops, nope, that's not cool. Copy this one. What the? Come on. There we go. All he needs now is to get to this stupid mountain, which is a long way away. And it is a long way away, but I'm looking for what's the quick way to get there? Not sure there is one. Probably the quickest, but again, remember, he can use this bridge charm. Hey, what's up, Tom? Just want to wish a happy Christmas off to the airport to meet up with my kids in Hispania. Geez, oh man, Tom, you're a man about the world. I think I'm jealous. But this is not a season for envy. This is a season for gratitude. I am grateful that you showed up, and I also wish you a happy Christmas, happy New Year. Thanks for stopping by. Gotta stay mobile. I want to move to Albania. That's what I hear. I hear Albania is cheap for retirees. I'm like, I'm in. I'm in. If all my kids and my parents weren't here, my wife's parents weren't here, I think we'd be moved already. Cheap is good. Oh, I could use cheap. I'm never going to retire, Scott. I'm going to die at a keyboard. I mean, I'm trying to put money away left and right, but boy, I tell you what, feels bad some days. So okay, so let's plan here. I did about a year ago. Oh, damn, man, I'm envious of all of you people. Envious of all of you. But no, good for you. Good. I'm, you know, I wish I'd made better financial decisions when I was super young, and didn't, and just sort of had a little bit more of that. But it's hard, it's hard when you're young and you have kids. We had 4 kids, right? And so we just weren't saving quite at the same rate we are now. Now we can pack money away, and that's awesome. But you didn't compound that interest either, or the stock market gains for the past 30 years, and so on and so forth. So I don't say we're behind. We're doing okay. But man, if I could tell my kids, if they'll never watch these, by the way, if I could tell my kids anything, or anyone here that is younger than in their 50s, put as much goddamn money away in your 401k or in stock market as you possibly can. They're going to eat your Social Security. They're going to try to kill Social Security. So you're not going to have that. So put that money away, please. I almost got talking to a new 2025 Nissan. I will never buy a new car if I can help it. I mean, some people like cars. I think they're a waste of money. I mean, obviously you need one, so it's not a waste of money. I shouldn't say that. That's dumb. But it is, it is an unnecessary expense for a lot of people that buy $70,000 cars, or whatever. Scott, thanks for coming. You have a good Christmas. If I don't see you, I'll drop you a message. I actually wanted to chat with you just briefly, but we'll do that later. What Well, it might be cheaper in some. Yet you have to look, right? Like sometimes I love the now. Don't get me wrong, everything's a mess, price wise. But for for a ton of years, we could go buy the cars that were on lease, that came back from lease, and they would be way less expensive for us, and that would get us a nice car, near new. You know, for I bought my last car for $17,000. Now, mind you, that was also 7 years ago, and I still have the car, and I'm gonna keep it until someone pries it out of my dead hands or it rests out from under me. But yeah, let's think about what the sorcerer is doing, though. And I, if you're watching this for Magic Realm, I apologize. But if you're not watching this for Magic Realm and you're watching it to chat, thanks for chatting. Now let's see what the sorcerer needs to do. He needs to get his. What's he doing here? So if we're trying to get to the mountain, I would argue that. Don't get me. This is sort of a cheaper means. 20 years old, perfect. I'm all for it. I'm for that. He could use his bridge charm right now to start his move here. So 1, 2, get to here, hope to draw this spider, so he can try to get Spider Slayer out the door. Not a terrible idea. He could do the same by going here, but it would take him an extra day. And getting here on day 7, where he gets 2 dice, and if any one of them is a 5, then the spider's going to pop. So I think maybe we do that. We go Dark Valley 4, 1, 2. So DV4. So we're going to move to DV4, then 1, and then move to the deep woods, and we're going to be hidden as we do this, of course. And we're hoping that the charm holds up. Done. I just want the spider on the board so that then we can figure out how to kill him. Now, having said that, I think we're going to trade at the lodge, because I don't think this ring is actually going to help us much, all said and done. Although, don't get me wrong, it could, if we drew certain quest cards. But I think we sell it instead, and we're going to pull the $20 down. So we're going to trade at the lodge. I'm going to move to the pool. I'm going to search, done. Raid and a big fly swatter should do it. Indeed. Raid and a big fly swatter. Okay, so it's day 7. We are ready to go. First thing that happens, the ghosts always come back on day 7. So they're going to come back, and then any monster we roll is going to return to the appearance chart. We get 4s and 5s. So we get giants and trolls, spiders and imps. None of these are out yet. Oh, that's going to suck a little bit for our buddy the dwarf, but let's see what happens. Nothing came out, so we're going to go Witch King first, those guys, and so on and so forth. Done. The Witch King is first. The Witch King trades. He is friendly with them. He sells them all of this crap. Oh, this is a long road. So we're going to sell that. Done. $20. That gives us $26. That actually puts us in the real lead. And it actually makes it a pretty big lead since he's now winning 2 categories. Done. And then we move up here. And then we're going to search 2 times. We're looking for, of course, 3s. Nope. And No, son of a bee counters. That is so dumb. That is literally the worst. All right, done, done and done. Okay. I don't think. Oh, and this, that spider appears. This one, poof. And we are not hidden, which sort of sucks for the sorcerer since it won't come to him. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, our guards, they're going to hide, and they do, and they're going to search 3 times. So they're going to loot the cairn 3 times. Now, trick, since these guys don't fatigue, searching, looting with them is great. Shielded lantern, extra phase in caves. Very nice. Technically, they can't. I mean, they have to, So that's 1 loot. 6 is going to be nothing. 3rd roll is going to be a 4. Map of the Lost Castle. Yeah, a little bit pointless, really, but then the big old spider appears. Grr. Okay. So he's going to show right there like that. He is done. They're hidden, though, so not an issue. We're going to move. We're going to hide. This is an important hide for us, I feel. And it is, and we do. And then we move to 1. So that's going to cap all of it. We have gotten all our caves done. What appears here? I think Patter is going to draw a spider. No, only in the mountains. Perfect. Troll. Bones. We get the trolls. The little trolls appear. Okay. I mean, I can live with that for the time being. We are done. So we're gonna get a couple things though. We're gonna score explore cave. Caves. That's 2 points. So that gives us 3 cards and 4 total 3 total points. I don't think we actually have any other points on the board anymore. So 3 total points. I like it. We also get a shielded lantern, extra phase in caves. That is huge. We have learn a spell. I don't like that one for him. Jeez, oh man. He does not have good cards right now, so the dwarf is a little bit stuck at the moment. But that's fine. We got stuff to do. So he's safe at the moment. Sorcerer uses his charm. 1, 2, and 3, and he's going to try to hide, of course. It's not going to matter. He's not going to draw another spider. Each chit only draws once a day. He is hidden. Does his charm blow up? On a roll of a 6, it does, and it does. So unfortunately, he did not get a lot of use out of that charm. It is done, but it gave him one good move. And done. The captain hides, and he fails. So he is actually blocked by the giant spider. And he is done. That's his day. So we have a couple things going on today, it looks like. It looks like we have a combat up here. So let's do this one first. The spider starts on the sheet of the captain because he is unhidden. We're not going to do that. That's not okay. We're going to instead obviously lure him over to one of our guys' sheets here. Let's lock them all. And these guys are identical. We're going to draw him over to number 2 sheet. So this is what I'm thinking. This is the combat logic. Round 1. Round 1, we just play like this. If we line up, we kill the guy. Done. That's literally it. If we don't line up, he hits us. He does medium damage, which won't kill us. He will then flip to his deadly side. But the deadly side, fortunately for us, he is a slower attacker. And what that's going to mean is he's going to have to line up, and if he does, our weapon length will break the tie. So, this is an auto win. It truly is going to be... This guy has to win this fight. We could theoretically... They cannot stalemate once this spider hits. So 3. So round 1, nothing happens in terms of us. We miss. He hits us because he undercuts. Then he flips to his deadly side. And at that point, it literally just comes down to how long is it going to take before you roll a 1 or a 4. It could take 82 rounds. We're not actually going to do it. I mean, I'm going to roll it several times. Nope. We're just going to... How many times? How many... We could be... It's like 3 in the morning. We do finally kill the guy. We're going to get the tremendous spider for 6. So that's 6 prowess. That gives us 9 prowess. And I think that, strangely enough, puts us in the lead because we are just dancing around the amount of prowess we need here. So that changes everyone's scores. Captain ends up this week with 4. The Dwarf ends up with 3. Sorcerer 2. And the Witch King with 5. Now, we're not quite done yet. So that spider is killed. And now it is down here. Is he going to fight this spider? He is. Because we can play this shit. There's black magic in every clearing. So we're going to auto-hit this guy and kill him. Even though he's on our sheet, we're going to go first. Spells have a length of, I think, 17. So round 1, length 17 is going to beat length 0. On either side, we hit this guy. And so this is an auto kill for our dude. We're going to have to fatigue this shit. And this goes to us. And we do get to heal back this guy because Drain Life does rest us. 3 asterisks, but you can't do the ones you use to cast the spell. Blah, done. So that guy dies. We're going to get 3. So we're going to kill a spider for 3. And so, again, we're sort of playing this weird back and forth game because now he has 11 prowess. 11 prowess is going to give him 2, going to give the captain 1. So we're back up to 6. The captain is down to 3. He doesn't have the skill. He has the quest feat. And so what that means is, yeah, he has to go to a place he's unfriendly or enemies with, and then do his quote-unquote pickpocketing, in which case he'll score. The problem is, the captain is super friendly with most folks, so he has to find the woodfolk or the bashkar, and neither of those show up automatically. So he would probably get rid of that if he has the option to do so. So taking quick stock here, everybody's done well. We got quite a few points out the door. The Witch King is, very much on a route to end win prowess, but he's not miles ahead of anybody. I think the captain definitely has a shot also. And to a lesser extent, by the way, the dwarf also wants to take a shot, but he's going to do it round 2. Again, he's going to do the cheesy thing where, so he readies the weapon. Round 1. He's going to play this on round 2, and he's going to hope that this guy lines up. And if he lines up, we get a free kill. 4 or a 1. We don't get it. And then combat ends. Yeah, I don't want to be subject to a Power of the Pit. I don't think that's a good look. So Power of the Pit would be 6 would be bad. 5, not so bad. 4 would be awful for the dwarf. 3 is not so bad. 2 is awful. 1 is awful. So you got 2, 1, 4, and 6 are all bad. Those are bad rolls. We don't really want to fight the demon. So we do take a pot shot and then sort of duck out is sort of what we do. So that is the end of week 1, guys. It is 10:17. So we are going to continue this in a minute, but I am going to take a quick break, hit the restroom, and then we will be on week 2. And remember, please someone remind me, we need to draw 3 more events. So the Hunter's Lodge is going to sit up here with its stuff. But we're going to draw 3 new events for week 2 and continue this game. I'll be back. Let me actually put up the message. Boom, I'm grabbing a drink. And I might. We'll see. You're lucky I can't mess with your board while you're away. Oh, geez. Oh, man. Okay. First off, Raven, this is Magic Realm. That is sacrilege. I would not forgive you. That's not a, like, you can You know, if you're messing with Catan or some bullshit, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, touch the board all you want. We don't mess with Magic Realm. That is sacred. All right, so week 1 is over. It is week 2. Starting now. I'm innocent. We got 3. So we have the miner in the caves. The miner toils away at a random clearing in the caves. We have a possessive spirit and a delivery. The delivery's sort of goofy at this juncture, but that's okay. Delivery, and delivery. So for this week only, we have a delivery, miner, and a spirit. Okay, all right, cool. So let's see where the miner is. He's in the caves. This is good for the dwarf, if nothing else. He's caves 1. Now, that's shitty for the dwarf because I don't think the dwarf wants to hang out here. We have a spirit. The spirit appears in a clearing. 2, cavern 2. It's all coming up dwarf right now, if I'm to be honest. And we get these 3 deliveries at the end. So someone could come along, pick one of those up, and take it. Where would you take it? I would take it to the order. I would take it to the chapel. That's not too bad. Unfortunately, the sorcerer has lost his charm because that would be instant. That would be instant points. Hell, he could score 2 of them, but the charm is gone. I'm drinking Nelson Reserve, but going down like aspirating it into your lungs. By the way, not a great idea. I don't appreciate that. Okay. What is everyone going to do? The cairn has 4 treasures left. I definitely think it is worth looting out the cairn because we're going to need money to hire these guys. We have over a week left of them, and that's fine. The shielded lantern, by the way, is a great, wonderful treasure. I think looting the cairn out is not a bad vibe there. Heck, even the spirit is not a bad. Like he could make that run a little bit. Make the run to the druid. The captain's in a great position right now. He is in a pretty good position. But having said that, I think he's in a good position, but also I think he is going to. And he didn't search last time because he got blocked, unfortunately. The only bad part about his position right now is just his cards. His cards don't help him out much at the moment. So I think what we're going to do is hide, search, and rest. And his guys will search. Done. And we'll loot this cairn out, and then we will move on. So I think by day 8 we should be good. The dwarf, I mean, he needs to do what he needs to do here for sure. He needs some treasure for one thing. I mean, the funny thing is he could do the miner. He could totally do the miner. But you do have the goblins pouring out of there as a possibility, which would suck. Although he only rolls 1 die on the table above, so he could get really cool crap. If he doesn't, oh man, that could be it could be so good. It could be so good to do. We taking the risk? We're taking the risk, right? We're gonna take the risk. There's a 1/6 chance that this all goes hideously wrong. Well, we're gonna yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna hide, extra search. Search and search, I suppose. He does have take cover, so he's still good. He's still actually in a good position because that card protects him quite a bit. Sorcerer is a tiny bit pissed that that spider died so quickly. His goal is not is just to get to this stupid mountain, right? I think that's the goal. Get to the mountain. How do we get to the mountain? And clear Mountain Pilgrim. How do you get to the mountain? We get to the mountain in reverse. So we have to get to the borderlands. So getting to the borderlands means going 1, 2, 3, 4. Like it means going like this, effectively, or more to the point, to 5, to 3, and so 4 to 6 to 3. So do we don't own anything. We don't have anything. We're getting a little bit tired. Um, I would also, I think, maybe we're resting. I'm not a big fan of going through the caverns or the caves as a character that gets no phases. That's just a lot of walking. Um, it's a lot of crappy movement. Now, again, the the sorcerer has an easier time because he can melt into mist, so he doesn't have to hide, and he can use secret paths and passages when he needs to. So maybe he does go for that. So I think we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then start to rest. So we're going to move, and move. But I do want. I would also want. So what about 1, 2? And we're going to move valley into the valley, and then we're going to rest. Vampire sorcerer. He does not have any vampire spells. He can nuke stuff. He can break his own melt into mist if he needs to. Done. He's going to go there and rest. And I do think our guy is going to. I mean, we're in good shape here. Oh, that spider is dead. Put him up in the dead pile. We could get more spiders. We're going to rest a phase and search because we do want this shit back in case the spider comes back. Okay, so we are good. We are ready. It is time for a monster roll. We get a 4 giants and trolls. I don't love that for our dwarf, but so be it. Oh, that's going to be rough on the dwarf. That could be. Oh, this could be bad. Okay, well, we took a risk. Yay, risk. All right, sorcerer. 1, 2, 3, rest. We're going to pull back this chit. Done. And we are done. The captain. I think they're both. The captain is hiding, searching twice, and resting. Because every search in the cairn you have to. So we do hide. We are going to search 2 times. That means we have to fatigue twice. So we're going to go this one and this one. And we get to roll 2 loots. We're looking for low numbers, though. 4. So we do get the 4th treasure. Handy gloves. That's actually really good for the captain. Because it is essentially one of his best. So you'll notice what it does. It gives him a fight M3 with no asterisks. So it's one of his best fight chits with no cost. So we're going to put this just off to the side there. So handy gloves, so that's 1. And he does get 1 more roll. No, he gets nothing. 2nd roll. He fatigues, but now he rests 1, and he's going to rest actually the H, because that's more useful to him now than the M's. Because of the M3, because he can always play this. This kit is literally better than all of these. Only these have another use, which is if he has a heavier weapon. So we are done. I don't think we draw anything, because I think 4s don't draw anything here, so these 2 characters are done. The Witch King. What the hell does the Witch King do? The Witch King rests 1 to pull back that quick black magic, and then he searches 3 times. He's looking for a 3. This is the problem with Magic Sight. 1, no. 2, no. It's 3. No, he finds nothing. So I think he might need to move on. I don't think anything appears either. No, it does not. Okay. Dwarf. Dwarf's going to hide. This is important. This is the important hide. It's largely, do we save our card? We do. So we are hidden. Nice. We're going to search 3 times. We're looking for a locate, so a 1 or a 4. You get to roll a single die because we're in the caves. The dwarf is master of the caves. We get a 1. Done. So not only do we find the altar, so the altar is ours, which the captain needs, but we got it. But we also pop miner. So we do get a VP because we helped the miner find the mother lode. So he is 4 points in. The dwarf is actually scoring all the quests today. But now we roll a single die to see what comes out of that, what comes out of the hole we found. Oh, no, that didn't work. Okay. 3. Well, it was the same thing. $50. He finds a gold vein. $50. Done. Bam. Oh, that is sweet. He's up to $60. He is definitely winning gold, as the dwarf should. He knocks the other characters out of the gold race there. I mean, that's amazing money. So that's 2 searches. He did that. Or no, right? He hidden search. Done. So now he could loot the altar twice. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to loot the altar 2 times. Only 4 treasures in the altar, but we get 2 shots at it before the trolls show up. He gets the top treasure. The dwarf gets the lucky charm. He only rolls 1 die ever from now on, if he so desires, when using any table. So 1, and this will be his second and last phase today. 4, which is no, that doesn't do anything. But now, a couple things are going to happen. So this troll's going to pop here. These trolls wander down to him. Done. That was a really good day for the dwarf. I think that absolutely paid off. So he is done. These guys are going to loot. What do they do? I think did they hide? No, they searched 4 times. So they're going to loot 4 times. So the captain's buddies are going to loot 4 times. There's only 3 treasures left. They need a 3, 2, or a 1. So 1, nope. 2, yes, they get the second treasure on the board. 3, nope. 4, no. So the captain gets the alchemist mixture. That doesn't suck for him because he has aim. One of his things is missile weapons. He's not going to ready it yet. One of the things is missile weapons. He gets a -1. So that's a 1-shot kill of a lot of possible creatures. I think it's time for him to move on. There's 2 treasures left. I think we're mostly done. The dwarf can definitely fight the 2 trolls. Oh, okay. I don't love this for the dwarf, but I think, are we pressing our luck here? I think we're going to need to do this because we're going to try to stay here as long as possible in this. Miner is done, so we're going to delete that. So we're going to need to kill these 2, but first the demon has to go. We're going to wait till round 2, of course, just like before, and then we're going to hit this guy and hope for the best. Maybe we hit him 1 or a 4, and we have to fight everything in here. We get a 3, so no, and we wait till round 2, so everything goes away. Because that demon has to die first. We're not fighting the demon and the trolls. We have to kill the demon sneakily, and we don't get an opportunity to, is what we're seeing here. We don't get an ambush opportunity is sort of how I interpret that move. And if we did, then we'd have to fight the trolls straight up, which again is not a great fight for the dwarf. You could get injured, but we would probably win that. I mean, all right, that's the day. That's day 8. It's a lot of day 8. that was a lot of day 8. Like that took like 8, and 10 minutes, 20 minutes. All right. So I think the captain is moving on. I think he is going to I think he is going to. What spell can the dwarf learn? Has he learned any? What spell can he learn? The only spell he could learn right now would be a type 7. So he would have to go to the statue. So the statue is here, which is why I picked type 7. So that's where he has to get to learn a spell. So, and he may very well be able to get there and learn a spell. He just has to wend his way through this mess. He has not learned any yet, Raven. So let's start with the captain, and let's assume the captain is like getting out of Dodge, right? He's leaving the cairn behind. He has found all his good stuff. He's going to use his shielded lantern. His guys will follow him. He'll go 1, 2, 3. Smoke C is going to possibly draw this guy, which I don't think I'm concerned about. Or maybe I am concerned about. Yeah, H4 sucks a little bit for our guys. But we could get through. Can absolutely get through the high pass without even blinking by using the extra move. We would possibly face. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to go 1, 2. Well, yeah, I think we go 1, 2, 3. I think we're going to go. So we're going to go extra. We're going to go move, extra move, and then move into the borderlands. And our guys are going to follow. So they're going to be riding our backs there a little bit. Although I do also need to figure out how to get to the inn if we want to do the challenge, or just if we want to turn in these quests. It's largely going through here. Because we can do the druid, we could get the spirit, and score some points. So I think the captain's going to try to get to here. That's his day. I think the dwarf is going to be a little cautious. The dwarf is going to move to 6. So extra move to 6. Extra hide, and then move into the bats. He's not going to, he wants to be super careful. Done. The sorcerer. No, find the vault. So literally, the Witch King needs to go here and locate this site, the vault. Trinkets means if he meets a giant and he has a tiny treasure, he can give the giant the tiny treasure. Here, I'll show you the card. Encounter a giant. Instead of battling him, give him a small treasure. He will take it and give you a large treasure in exchange. Score 1 VP. So you give him a trinket, and he will give you a great treasure, right? Because you're trading him, kind of. You know what I mean? Like doing a cheat, because the giants are dumb, right? Supposedly. So I think the sorcerer He's going to go spell X, spell and spell, because he gets an extra one of these. And then we'll rest twice. So he'll have some purple magic ready to melt into mist, and he'll be ready to go and continue his universe. I feel we're... I mean, I think we're done right now. Like, I just don't... I don't want to sit here and stare at the pool for another day with him. Somehow we locked this chair, which I hate when it happens. I don't know how to unlock it, but now I can't lean back, so I can't do this. I don't know how I locked it. I don't touch the controls. So, oh, I just shrunk. Okay. No, that's not cool. Stop it. Stop it. Here we go. There's another control here somewhere. There we go. Okay. All right. That feels better. Do we do Ghost Hunter for the Witch King? We probably do. And kill the ghosts and get our point. Or we head to the vault. Also, not a bad idea. But we have the points right here, so we should really consider it. Now, the Witch King has to cast, which sort of sucks a little bit. So I think what we're going to do is move. So 2 moves, you're going to need an alert and a hide. So we are going to hide, alert, move to the ghosts. Done. Okay? And that's it. It's day 9 time. So let's get that done. We get 5. So spiders and imps. Sorcerer is first. This guy is following, so he just goes when he goes. Sorcerer is going to rest twice. And flip those 2. Done. That's his day. The dwarf is going to move. It's going to hide 2 times. But he succeeds on the first. And goes there. I don't think any spiders appear. Done. The captain goes 1, 2, 3. Hey, what's up, Rob? How are you, sir? Nothing appears there. Done. Hey, what's up, Rob? And the Witch King goes... he's going to hide. So hopefully he hides. He does. He's going to alert. I'll show you what he alerts in a second. Last day at work. Really rough. Oh, that's too bad. We're going to alert our type 4. Well, we got... So I do have a day at work, but then we have a happy hour tomorrow. A bunch of folks are getting together for my old job, my new job, or not my new job, but my current job, I shouldn't say. It's been 4 years. It's not new. So that's cool. I'm excited for that. So that is where we are at. So we have moved here and here. We are going to the dwarf. That was all random draws, buddy. Random draws. The dwarf is going to wait till round 2, much like he has been. So he's just going to wait it out, wait round 1, and then go round 2. The weapon will be readied. It won't matter. If we roll a 1 or a 4, we're fighting this second battle. We get a 5, so nothing happens. I have to get up and try to fix my computer. Take care, Raven. Hey, thanks a lot for hanging out. Hopefully I will see you before the holiday. If not, obviously, have a happy holiday. But I will try, I will have a few more of these over the next week. So a little bit of Skyrim, a little bit of Magic Realm, maybe one Path of Exile, so I can show off my stupid strategy for the Sorcerer. Okay, so he is done. Nothing happens. Dwarf's not been super lucky there. The Witch King. So we're going to target both of these bad boys. We're going to target them with an alerted type 4. Dwarf is in a tough spot. Fiery Blast is what's going to get cast here. So we're going to hit these guys at time 0. Oh, sure, Rob, anytime. I'm happy to, spread the word. So this guy is going to get hit no matter what. This guy doesn't get hit necessarily. Well, he does. Doesn't matter if they flip or not, really. They're both going to get hit. He does flip. And he does not flip. So what happens is we hit both of these guys. A 6 does not kill them. Anything else kills them. A 6 on the missile table fails to kill. So first guy is dead. Second guy, we're hoping to kill him with one fell swoop, and he is also dead. So first thing we get is 6 more prowess. As the Witch King is wont to do. So he's up to 17 prowess. Second thing is he does score Ghost Hunter. So that actually gives him just another point outright. So he's up to 6 again. No, ghosts always prowl. Ghosts are always prowling. So more to the point, they are always prowling. So they always move. If you end in their valley, they will come to you. So he does get Ghost Hunt. He could go to the... He could go to the chapel to get another thing. If he ever ends up at the chapel, we'll figure that out. But he gets a VP for killing the ghost. And another widget, another card. Wolf Tamer. That's lame. Oh, sure, Rob. Yeah, I love the game, right? I love it. So it's absolutely not even a thing to play. Another one, but there's a lot. But having said that, you are correct. There's a lot of stuff going on. Like I have 1,000 things I would like to do on the channel. And so Magic Realm sometimes gets the short straw there. And that's it. We are done and ready to mark off the next day. It's going to be day 10. So I think I saw that French guy said the ghosts just stay in that one clearing. It didn't make sense to me. They do not. They prowl every time. It's like you always roll them. The ghosts are like a 7, but you always roll them. They always prowl. Every time. The only scary thing would be the Tremendous Serpent. I think that would worry me because that is going to harm my... That's going to harm my guys. My guys have a hard time fighting a Tremendous Serpent because he hits them on round 1 and he hits them on round 2. He kills 1 every 2 rounds. Now, that's not to say, actually, that's not true because they will, I think they kill him on round 2. So I think we're actually okay. Come to think of it. So I'm going to move and search. Slither. Yeah, I think I'm good. So the captain is going to move, extra search, and search for the spirit. And my guys are going to move and search for the spirit. So we're going to walk in and try to find this spirit. Done. That's what the captain is going to do. The dwarf, well, I think we're going to move to 2. Move to 2. Oh, I just took a screenshot. Move to 2. We'll do extra move to 2. Extra hide. Move to... I would love to drag something out of the lair. I could also learn a spell at the statue because I have a type 7 chit as the dwarf because of Spellmaster. So I do have all that. I'm going to actually move into... So I'm going to move into the lair. Have we found the lair yet? We have not found the lair. And then I'm going to... So that's an extra move. Then I'm going to search. So we have... Oop, no, that's not an extra move. So we have 2 extra moves. We'll take cover if we need to. So we're going to go up here, come in here. We're going to try to kill this troll to clear this out. I think the Tremendous Troll is an easier fight for us. That side's not so good. But I think we end up, let's take a quick look. Because we can always duck. And we'll have a time, if we ready our weapon, we have a time of 4. Yeah, so we're a win if we can ready our weapon. And if not, it gets dicier, but we can typically still win, I think, that fight. The Tremendous Troll is good for the dwarf, bad for some other characters. So, all right. So the dwarf's going in. Our sorcerer. I think the sorcerer is ready to roll here. I'm not a super fan of... We're gonna lose out the spirit to the captain, but I am gonna move to 1. So we're gonna move and move to cavern 1. Done. And then our big guy here. What are we doing? Wolf Tamer, Trinkets, and Locate Vault. Yeah, we have a shitty... Yeah, not a great universe right now. What I'm gonna do? What am I gonna do? I don't want Wolf Tamer, and frankly, I don't want... trinkets because I have no treasures to carry. So I would get rid of 2 of those. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Do I have anything to... I'm going to go move. move to the lodge, and rest is what I'm going to do. And then once we do that, we're going to trade in all those cards and so on. So day 10 looks like we're ready to roll here. We got a 3, so goblins are going to appear potentially. Octopus, although he's dead. Dwarf is first. Let's see what the hell happens. So the dwarf is moving here. He's going to hide. And he does. He moves into the lair. And he's going to search. And he gets a 4, so he finds the lair. So that's good. Dwarf finds the lair. That's what he wanted to do. Bam. Now, goblins appear. Ugh. Do they? Yes, they do. Patter. Patter 2. Goblins show up right there. That's a bad fight for the dwarf. That is not one he wants to deal with. Sorcerer. 1-2. Done. That's his move. These guys. 1, search. They're looking for a 1, 2, or 3. They fail to get it. They are done. Nothing appears. By the way, the Witch King goes 1, 2, 3. He's going to rest 1. Pull back this guy. And at the end of the day, he'll get rid of his cards. And the captain goes, what? 1, search, search. So he's going to search for the spirit. 3, 2, or 1. That's a fail. No, that's also a fail. So he gets nothing. So we do not find the spirit, and we are done. The dwarf is going to fight. And we are not going to wait for round 2. We are going to ready our weapon. So we do. And we're going to do that. But on round 1, we're going to attack this guy. He's not on our sheet. 1 or a 4 kills the troll. We get a 2. He goes to here. Done. Round 1 is done. It is now round 2. We're going to play like that. A 6. So he goes down here. Now, the problem is we have to fatigue. That's really what this is. This is how many times are you going to fatigue before you line up. Because when you line up, you win. This guy can't hit you unless he lines up. You have your move covered. Done. 2. That's another round. We're going to have to fatigue every goddamn round to do this. So, done, done. 3rd round, 1. He lines up. We do still have to fatigue, which we will fatigue this again, but we will kill that guy. Yeah, the Tremendous Troll is good for the dwarf, typically, because of the duck chit. So the dwarf's going to score 8. How much prowess is that? That's his first prowess. Now, unfortunately, he is behind the game. If he only scored this much, he's tried. He's tried. But he hasn't quite gotten there yet. So, the dwarf did score. He's found a lair. Things are looking up for the dwarf. He did fatigue 3, which sort of blows. But, done. Well, Rob, I am glad you are off for the year. I am so jealous. Jeez, everybody who's come in here, I'm freaking jealous of. You got Tom. Tom's like, hey, I'm going to Spain to see my kids. You got Scott Demers, who not only wrote a great game, which I've never done, but he's retired. Jealous. You're off for the year. Jealous. I just, what is to stop it? Look. Can one of you at least have some, like, I don't know, maybe maybe a burgeoning alcohol problem or something that I can at least latch on to think my life is better than some of this. Please. Damn it. I love you all. But I am, okay. Anyway. All right. Where are we go? So this is right day 11. Let's edit that part out. Captain is first. So I think our captain, so keep in mind, the captain knows what's going on. The trolls, no trolls are coming. So this stink is, you might as well flip it over. It's not going to do anything. The slither will suck a little bit because slither will bring either a tremendous serpent, which is a win for us, or this dragon, which is a little dicier for my guys. So I don't love that serpent. That's a 1 in 6 chance. So I think I'm going to search, extra search, and I think my guys are going to search. Done. We're going to look for that spear. We are getting that point. The dwarf just wants to not roll goblins now. So that's the dwarf. So the dwarf is going to hide, search, and search. He's got the lair to himself right now. Done. Our sorcerer would go and try to get the spirit. It feels unlikely he's going to beat the captain to it, though. Remember, he's trying to get to the mountain ultimately. The spirit was going to be sort of an on-the-way gig. But, yeah, but I don't know that, I don't think it's worth it. How many searches does, now he doesn't know what he's doing, but he's got a vague idea. He knows that he might have up to 5 of these damn things. To make you feel better, my car got stolen. Okay, that blows. Okay, you know what? Thank you. I love you best, Rob. Done. You've made me feel better. Okay. No, I never wish ill on anybody. I don't care. And I try very hard, by the way. I think comparing yourself to others' situation is literally the worst thing you can do for your mental health. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that that's also sort of a weird, shitty capitalist vibe, right? Don't talk about your wages. It's one of those things. So I'm going to take 2 seconds. I apologize for the. Only Rob's watching anyway. So we're just chatting. I believe 2 things, and they're contradictory. This is from experience. I believe that workers, generally, should be able to talk about their wages and salaries freely, which they are legally, and that they should do that, and that ultimately will get them higher salaries and higher wages. Having said that, I've only ever seen it make people unhappy. But in reality, I've only ever seen it make people unhappy, and I get both ideas are in my head. I believe them both. They are contradictory. I totally understand that. Sometimes ideals and reality don't quite line up, and that's just how it is. But I feel, having seen what comparing oneself to others can do to you, I always just say you should just never, just try to let that go. It's hard. It's hard in social media land because we are always comparing ourselves to folks. But I really think that you just got to let that go, and it is all you can do for your mental health. So I will get off my soapbox and write day 11 for these sons of bitches. So So I think the sorcerer is going to just... He's going to just blow past 1, 2. Now, that guy you could fail 5 searches, but I still think the odds favor the captain greatly. So we're going to melt into mist and go to 5. And that's what he's going to do. And now our buddy, the Witch King, is going to go 1, 2. Can't quite do it, right? I think he melts and goes 1, 2. I mean, January 15th is not far off, Rob, by the way. I I totally get, deadlines and so on, but at some point you have to go, well, what happens if we delay this 2 weeks? Like, what happens if it gets done 2 weeks later than it would be done? In the end, and half the time, or 90% of the time, the answer is, oh, nothing. Like, so many times in software for sure. Most of the time, the answer is, well, nothing. And you go, well, then what are we frickin' going nuts? Oh, and the Witch King wants to drop his cards. Then what are we killing ourselves about? Stop it. Some of that has to do with just a weird management vibe that, well, work expands to fill the time allotted to it. And the answer is, yeah, that doesn't necessarily have to happen. Explore the mountain and windfall. So end a day at a dwelling and get 5 gold. That's great. Explore the mountain is rougher for the Witch King. I don't super love that for the Witch King. But windfall is great. Do I want to end another day at a dwelling is really the question. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I think what we're going to do is we're going to... Then we're going to go, so we are going to melt. And then we are going to go 1, 2 to 4. Move, BL4. Done. Okay, so that's it. We got our day written. Let's get a monster roll up and go. 1. Oh, dragons finally pop. Well, that's not what we wanted to see, but here we go. Not for our guy, at least. So the Witch King is first. He melts and goes there. Smoke does draw this dude. But we are melted, so it barely matters for the Witch King. And we're done. The captain goes, and he's going to do his search. The nice thing is, the dragon's been popped. So fail. We fail 3 times. This guy appears. That's the problem. Slither now drags that bad boy in. I think he's okay. Except there's always that stupid head. That's the problem. These guys are going to search, I think, right? Yeah, they search, so he gets 1 search. He rolls a 3, 2, or 1, he gets the spirit. He does not. He fails, the dragon blocks them, done. Dwarf goes. I hear about work. Need to manage that with life. Don't let it rule you. No, absolutely. I mean, obviously work is important. Making money is important. It is important to be successful. And to some degree, I did hear someone say that one of the reasons why video games are so popular is they effectively are a stand-in for career success in a weird way. And I get that, in that they're a way to compress success, and that's hard to do in the real world. You might take 10, 20 years to become successful in your job, but getting success in a video game might be a week. And that's hard to beat. So the dwarf's going to go, and the dwarf is going to hide first. And he does. And then he is going to search, which really means loot the lair 3 times, I believe. Yeah, we're going to loot 3 times. So let's do that. On that note, I have a lot to be thankful for. And one big thing that happened this year is finding this channel. Well, I appreciate it. I think you were overestimating the amount of impact I could have on your life. But I appreciate, by the way, that you enjoy it and it does something for you and helps you. I'm good. That's great. I hate to say it, but that's about all I can hope for here, because I ain't going to make money off this damn thing. as much as I'm trying to get that 1,000. But then even if you get 1,000, what are you going to do? Sell ads? That's bullshit. So I do appreciate that you're here. I'm hoping for one whiskey sponsorship. That's all I want. Just somebody. Okay, so we're going to loot 3 times. Let's loot the lair 3 times before the Dime Dragon shows up. We get the 6th treasure in the pile. Let's see what the dwarf gets. Oh, that is so beautiful. He gets the 7 league boots, which is an extra move. Sell swag. I wonder what I could sell. The dwarf gets the 7 league boots. 7 league boots don't suck. That's 1. 2, he gets the top treasure. So who the hell knows what this is? The Imperial Tabard. Ooh, that's spiffy. Only because it's a great treasure, which we will mark on his sheet right now. That's 2. This is his 3rd and final loot before Smog shows up. 6. That's a lame, because that's a womp womp. Nothing happens there. So we're going to get this guy here. So a couple things happen. That dragon shows there. This dragon shows in the horde. And then Flutter shows. Ugh. Oh, a 1 is dangerous as shit now. Because, boy, you're going to get all the dragons. Sorcerer's turn. Let's get the Sorcerer done here. He's going to melt and move to M5. 1, 2. Done. By the way, he has to burn a purple. Oh, I think that, did whatchamacallit the burn too? He did. Done. So he burned. Burned and burned. Nothing appears, I don't think. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, no. I mean, yeah, we're not. Yeah, done. Okay. So we got some fights. I don't know what I could sell. What would you want? What would you buy? It's funny. Look, as dumb as it is, and again, not political. I don't care who you vote for or what you think or what you believe. I mean, we can talk about it, and I'm all for it. I am probably way more liberal than most folks that watch my channel, and I'm okay with that. And I will tell them that, and we can talk about, any of our different, beliefs or whatever, right? Absolutely 100%. Having said that, I've often thought I should just sell right-wing MAGA, like tchotchkes, and people will buy them. Right? Like, okay, make America great again. Here's a mug, and people are like, oh, I'm buying that shit. It's like, okay, whereas, so let's see what fights we have. So here's our guy. So this is a fight. No one's hidden. So the captain's got to fight this bad boy. Having said that, yeah, like, oh yeah, this is not great. First round is bad. This is a bad first round for the guard. You can't dodge, and the goddamn head is longer. And you can't put him on the captain sheet. So I think what we're going to do is this. So we're going to play like this, and this is really rough. So we're going to deploy. So these two guys go here. This guy goes here like this. He's targeting guard 2. We are going to deploy. So we're going to do this. M3 just like that. And we have at least a shot to kill this guy before he kills our guy. So well, that sucks because this guy's head is longer and it's fast enough to hit these guys. So this is a terrible fight for the guard, strangely enough. Like, he will pick off at least one of them. So let's see where he ends up first. We can't, we could run, I suppose, but we can't run. These guys are stuck. So it's a 5. So everything drops down by 1. Done. Does the head flip? It doesn't matter. No. Okay. So now we resolve in terms of length. Well, first, okay, and where do we end up? I'm sorry, where do our guys end up? Our guys end up staying here and 6. So dropping and dropping. Oh, no. It's actually like this. Boom, boom. Doesn't matter. Does this box flip? Yes. That's not good because he can't kill him. Does this box flip? No. Does the third box flip? No. They do. Everybody gets to flip. Yes, everybody has to flip. When you deploying, if you're trying to deploy multiple natives to a single monster, they will possibly flip. You have to roll everyone, which sucks. Better to lure if you can. So, longest weapon is this weapon. It does M*** damage, which is medium, heavy, tremendous, plus damage. We get to roll on the missile table. We roll 2 dice and subtract 1. We roll a 4, which becomes a 3, which is no change. So we get M***. So medium, heavy, tremendous plus. -1, because he's armored, is tremendous. So the captain throws the alchemist mixture in the dude's mouth, and it blows up before he kills this guy. And so he saves his dude. Done. So we're going to put this back in the warlock. We're going to score 10 points for the captain. Good job, captain. I like saving dudes. Like, I hate my guys dying. So that's 10 prowess for the captain. I don't know how much prowess he has, but we got 10 more. 19 prowess. Suck it, Witch King. We now are ahead. And now it's 3 points to 5 points. All right. All right. All right. Okay. We did the thing. I think we have other fights here going on. I think the dwarf's going for it. As he does. He's hidden. So this is a good fight for the dwarf, hidden. I'm pretty sure it's an auto win for the dwarf, hidden. So what we're going to do is we're going to ready our weapon. And we're going to play this chit. And that's going to... And he's not on our sheet. So this head doesn't matter. So this is an auto kill for the dwarf if he starts hidden. And we do indeed kill that dude. We get 10 prowess and kill the dragon. Witch King's tough. You can't take a hit at all. So you just need an escape, which is a spell, which is Broomstick or Melt into Mist. That's easy. It's Broomstick or Melt into Mist. So we kill the dragon. Dwarf's going to get 10. That's going to give him 18. And truly, it's screw the Witch King because the dwarf now takes second place, taking the Witch King's point. And our new scores are now 5 to 4 to 3 to 2, and the dwarf finds himself in the lead. Is there anyone else that needs a fight? He's melted into mist, so nothing. So no, not him. And that is the end of our day. Excuse me for yawning. I apologize. It was only like 11:30, so that's not terrible. Let's look at day 12 for our guys. So, I mean, again, it's done. We have to do the same thing. We have to find that spirit. Done. I do think that our dwarf is hiding and then search. I think there's enough treasures in the lair to warrant that. Oh, yeah, 100%. Done. So I think he's also searching. Our guy here, I mean, I think we go 1, 2 into 5. Done. And the Witch King, where's the Witch King headed? To the vault. So he goes 1, 2 to the vault. Move and move to the vault. Done. And there you go. And that's what we've got for our day. It's day 12. We're rolling the die. Now, the dwarf in the caves is great. He also got lucky because he got explore the caves and thus has an extra phase, more phases. So he is truly the master of caves. Looks like we're going to get a bats, which sort of sucks a little bit. So first thing is we are looking for, so our guys are searching 2 times. We need a 3, 2, or 1. We do not get it. Done. The dwarf hides 1 die. He fails. Okay, that ain't good, by the way. That's not great. He's going to search 3 times, which means he loots the lair 3 times. 5, he gets the 5th card. 1. 2, he gets 4. And 3rd and final roll, he blows it. It sucks a little bit. I don't mind the gloves. I don't mind the grease. Let me go. He does have take cover. We'll see in a minute. Now, unfortunately, like I said, the bats come. So he has 2 bats that are going to show up right there. He is done. The sorcerer is going to go. Sorcerer goes 1-2. Now the bats don't come to him because they've already blocked on the dwarf. Sort of fortunate for the dwarf. Well, the sorcerer, I should say. Done. We're going to go 1-2 to the vault. Nothing appears. The captain is doing his 1,000 searches. 1, nope. 2, no. Oh, come on. No. The sorcerer should have got the spirit. He would have found him first. I guarantee it. Done. The only combat we have to have is the bats and the dwarf, unless the dwarf takes cover. I mean, obviously, we're going to probably take cover, but I would love to attack these damn bats, right? Oh, by the way, the dwarf also is winning treasures. So that gives him 7 points. The dwarf's actually way ahead. The bats are all out. The bats are out or dead. We have 3 bats over here. 1 bat is dead. 2 bats are here. So there's no more bats out. It's definitely a good time to kill them if you can kill them. Oh, by the way, the Hunt Lodge is offering a bounty, but this is just for the Witch King is the only member on demons and serpents. So keep that in mind. So, okay. I mean, we're fighting these bats somehow. It's just a question of I agree a little bit. I just feel bad we're losing the lair. How many treasures in the lair? 3. I mean, we still have a couple treasures to get. We're going to take cover for sure because I can't take 2 wounds. So we are hit. You're absolutely correct in that sense. We are going to fight the bats. We're going to wait till round 2 like we do, right? We're going to do the thing and try to rando hit one of these bats. And if we hit him, we'll fight the second one. So 1 or 4, we hit this bat. No. Okay. Done. Combat's over. Now the only problem is we don't have a good place to. We have to move like out, right? We have to move like weirdly out. So, all right. So let's check ourselves here. Is there any other fights? No, no, and no for the captain. Captain's a little annoyed where he's ended up because he's stuck at this stupid spirit forever. That tile's a mess. Yes, it is, Rob. It is absolutely a mess. Now, yeah, the worst thing would be drawing anything else in, and then these stupid the stupid bats. Ugh, excuse me. All right, so let's see what moves we got here. So the captain, I hate to say it, same freaking thing. Now again, when you see this, when you see my sheet look like this, you know I'm having a bad day, effectively. I'm out of booze. God damn it. You know that I'm annoyed because that means that I'm doing the same thing over and over, trying to just get the one thing I need to get to score the point. Done. That's what the captain's doing. The dwarf So what does the dwarf have on him? He's got all kinds of cool shit. He does get a new card. So let's get him his new card. Explore the borderland. Oh, God. Okay. Sure. What is the 10 gold? The dwarf has a ton of cash. Could he find a place to spend the cash? Company Guard Scholar. Sucks. Okay. Not great. So he's used take cover. So he does not have that. He doesn't have that magical ability anymore. So we do have to be wary a little bit. And the dwarf has learn spell, woodwork, or explore the borderland. Yeah, I don't love where we're at a little bit. I think we're gonna have. I mean, I think we're gonna have to hide and hope a little bit. Hope for the best. I think so. We're gonna have to hide. Move to the goblins. That's an extra move. So it's hide, move to the statue, and search. Okay, done. Sorcerer. We do have some chits. We're gonna melt. And then move to the goblins. And that should give us diplomat. Done. And then our dude here is probably going to search. Hope to find the stupid vault. Done. All right. That is our 13. Let's get a monster check. One. More dragons. Ugh, that could be death for the dwarf if he doesn't succeed in his hide. That could be bad. We didn't want that one. That was a bad one. We're gonna melt, so let's burn the chit. Done. Chit burned. We now melt. Poof poof. To here. All the dragons appear. Now they can't block us. Done. And we're going to meet the goblins and disperse them. Done. The Witch King is going to search all the times. He's going to search 4 times. He needs a 5 or a 1, but a 5. Failure. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on. 4. No. Nothing. And we are done, I think. I don't think oh, this guy appears. This guy poofs over here. That sucks a little bit. That sucks, because now we have to disappear from him. Our guys... Bam, we find the spirit. Done. So we finally find this spirit. So the captain scores the possessive spirit. That's his 2nd card and his 4th point. Good for the captain. Done. We're done and done. And indeed, we don't have to go because we already found it. And now the dwarf goes. He needs to hide. If he hides, all is well. And he does. I think we go 1, 2, 3 like that, right? Is that what we do? Yep, we move to the statue. Search once. We have to roll 2 dice now. And a 4 or a 1. We get a 4, we find the statue. The dwarf has found the statue. Done and done. Does anything appear there? Dragons. We get roar, 6. There's nothing in that line at all. We've eaten everything. My buddy's a programmer. If you're a programmer, I think you'd like him. He works for Broadcom. Wow. Yeah, that's cool. We're going to give the sorcerer his points. He disperses the goblins. And he takes a follow. And I'm a little bit generous on this card. He doesn't... The goblin doesn't have to immediately fight everybody on the tile. Because he would die. Although, maybe he should. Diplomat. Took me a while to spell that, by the way. Maybe I don't need more booze. So diplomat works. We're done. Explore the crag. Oh, that is an awful card. I hate that. There is no good time for that card. I swear to you. That's a bad card. Does anyone else have anything they need to do? He needs to melt into mist or nuke that guy. Let's take a quick look. Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to fight. He's on our sheet. If he flips, he becomes a 3. We're going to play this and this black. And we're going to play Drain Light. That's going to auto hit and kill this dude. We're going to draw this chit back, and he is dead. We get 5 points, so we get a dragon for 5. That's 22 prowess. And it's sort of funny because every time we score prowess, someone gets their points changed. So that's sort of fun. So the Witch King gets 2 again, 6. The captain has 3. And we've got the dwarf has 8. Wow, good for the dwarf. That looks like our score right now. But we're out of black magic. We can't do that, anymore. We can't do that anymore. We are out of drains. So done. So we got one more day here before the end of the week, and then I think we'll call it there. So what is everyone doing at the end of the week? So I think the captain... So the captain, by the way, is going to run out of the clearing. Well, I mean, how about this? There's no point, right? So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going to end at day 14. It's time for me to go to bed also. So, yeah, stick around for the last day. This is day 14. So we're going to do day 14. Gray magic in every clearing. So what does the captain need to do? He needs to go 1, 2. He's going to get to the druid. Why? Because he has all these potions to give the druid. So that's going to give him a good score right there. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, I think, maybe. Although I don't like the tremendous troll showing up again. or at all. But yeah, let's do it. We're gonna go move. So it's extra move, move, and move to the vault. And these guys are gonna follow. Done. We're just gonna roll with it. The dwarf, he is at the statue. So I do think he hides. And we'll hide twice and search. Sorcerer, I think he gets out of dodge. So he moves to the mountain. I think he's going to hide at the end of all that. Excuse me. Sorry. And then the Witch King. What is the Witch King doing? I think the Witch King still needs to. I think he's going to search because he can find the thing. He could rest. He could extra spell X and spell. Gives him a little bit of a heads up if he needs to cast. Done. Okay. That's it. Stay 14. There's gray in every clearing. We're going to roll 2 dice. Those things will come back onto the appearance chart. We get 3s and 4s. So we're going to get goblins. The octopus comes back. The patrol returns to the appearance chart. 4s mean all the trolls return. Done. All right, Witch King is first. So the Witch King is going to search twice, looking for a 5. Should be able to get a 5, guys. No, a 3. Nope. And a 6. So all bad. So we don't find anything, and the vault pops. Poof. Oh, well, we searched twice. I'm sorry. And we rested, which would be this shit. And we did spell X and spell, which would be that one. So done. And we are done. Sorcerer goes 1, and he pops the mountain. That's actually what he wanted to do. And then he hides. We'll roll just in case. And he does indeed hide. And we get a roar, which is going to be giants. Stink, which is going to be giants. And done. The dwarf. 2 hides. Well, 1 hide, because if he doesn't hide, he's fighting a giant. He does hide. He hides again. He's going to search twice. And he is going to... I hate to say it. Is he going to read runes? Oh, geez. That could be a little bit of a mess. could be a little bit of a mess. All you gotta do is roll a 5 and you're effed. But yeah, sure, why not? What the hell? Looking for low numbers. Nothing. That's good. 5. Curse, of course. Of freaking course. Of course. Of course. Of course we get a curse. 5. Ashes. Gold is worthless. Funny, but shitty. that blows, by the way. Captain's going, his guys are following him, and he goes, move, move, move to the vault. Which is funny because now everyone's at the goddamn vault. With the troll, done. So a couple things. First off, we score Mountain Pilgrim. So we do get Mountain Pilgrim. John Denver. We get the John Denver card. So we get 4 cards for the Sorcerer. And Mountain Pilgrim gives us, could be Lightning Caller or Climbing Tools. Both are great. I'm going to take Lightning Caller, though, because I think that is more sort of up his alley. He's going to get Fiery Blood. Targets move and fight are reduced by 1. You fatigue at the end of the combat. So we have 1 spell learned as the Sorcerer. It's going to give him some points. Oops, where the hell is it? Oh, it's over here. We have Sudden Insight, which is find a place, which is really nice, by the way. And he is done. So we can delete these because they are no longer relevant. Done. The dwarf is cursed. We have a giant in tow. We'll probably fight him, and then this fight has to happen. So I mean, this is an auto kill if we're hidden. Is the Sorcerer going to contest this and try to... We're going to try to kill this thing? I don't think so. I don't think we... I mean... We could hit him. Use our purple. We get the first attack. So we're doing light, medium, heavy, tremendous. We would have to roll a 3. You know what? Sure. So we're going to do this. Boom and boom. So, sure. He's over here. Put him over here. But we're going to shoot with a 3. So we're going to hit this guy as well. And we're going to hit first. Longer weapon. So we're going to roll our missile table. 2 dice. We need a 3, 2, or 1 to kill. And we do, actually. The Sorcerer fiery blasts this guy to oblivion before anything else happens. It's expensive. It's an expensive 8 points. But the Sorcerer gets 8 prowess. Doesn't do anything for him yet, but whatever. it puts him at least in the race, I think, a little bit, and that's sort of cool. And the dwarf would get ahead. The dwarf's like, God damn it. That 8 would have put him ahead. I think he's annoyed. I think I'm annoyed. I would be. And done. Is there any other fight? Yes, there is one more fight that has to happen. And that is over here. We got a tremendous troll. Well, if it's enchanted, he can't do anything. So keep that in mind. Because he has Meld in the Miscast. He can't do anything in an enchanted crowd. I think the Witch King auto wins this, if he wants to. He's going to play this chit and fatigue this chit, and then win. Now, he could dissolve and enchant. He could. He could absolutely do that. I have dissolve spell. I just don't know if that's the call for him, if that makes any sense. Because Meld into Mist is his getaway. So we're going to fatigue 2, but we do get 1 back from before. We get 8 prowess. And we're up to 30 on the Witch King. Doesn't change the stats or the scores. It does give us a nice little impressive dead zone here as our guys. And I think that's it. Our two groups are in, our heroes are in 2 pairs right now. The dwarf is leading, strangely. Oh, he technically isn't leading anymore because he is cursed. So his gold drops to 0. And so we have a 3-way tie for first place now. Technically, we don't have a 3-way tie for first place because technically the Witch King goes to 2 and the captain goes to 1 point. Having said that, that's not going to last for the captain. The captain already is down money. So that is our score going out of week 2. 7 with the Witch King, 6 to 4. Everyone's had a really good first 2 weeks. These are heavy hitters. So that doesn't surprise me at all. I think the dwarf might try to stay and get his spell and then run to the order and fix his problem. I don't love that because that's a lot of days I think he's going to take doing that. But 1 spell is going to give him 2 victory points, if not, right, at least. So I don't think it's a bad call. I just think there's a lot of curses that can happen. So, ugh. Other than that, I think we had a great game so far. I will probably come back. So tomorrow's out. I got a event to go to. I will probably come back Friday. Hey, what's up, Caleb? What's the name of the item in Skyrim that gives you a perk point when you use it? Oh, I don't know, Caleb. I'm sorry. Let's see. I don't know. Some crystal you get from killing a priest. Skyrim, crystal, perk point. I'm not sure, man. I'll be totally honest. I don't know. And I'm not seeing, it doesn't just come up. Like if it was just an item, thought it was crystallized knowledge. I'll look up crystallized knowledge. Let's look that up. Crystallized knowledge. Good question, sir. Craftable perk potions, ancient knowledge. I am not seeing it in Google at all. Like I cannot bring up what you're saying. If it were in, it'd be in the Skyrim wiki. If SE artifacts, I cannot find any information about crystallized knowledge. Sorry, man. So okay, so where do we end up after 2 weeks? The scores are 7-6 to 6 to 4. It's a pretty good game so far. We will probably play Skyrim on Friday, and then we will finish this up in a video or two off the side. Let's make sure we save it, of course. So thanks everyone for hanging out. Rob and Caleb, thanks for coming in. Scott, Raven, of course, Wesley, Tom, and TV. Thank everyone for hanging out and coming in. And that's it. And we're sort of done. So good night.